Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is Sean, V10 World. I am here in my garage. I'm working on the S8 today, and it's up on jacks. I have the front wheels off, and you guys are probably saying, "Oh no, did you break it already?" Well, no, I didn't break it. So Audi doesn't use, or they don't treat the rotors, the hats of their rotors. So on the inside of the rotor, the very rotor where the brake pad doesn't come in contact, it rusts. And the stock Audi wheels, even though they're open and they have the nice spokes and everything, the stock Audi wheels, they hide that inside hat of the rotor, and you don't really see a lot of it. But since I have the custom black anodized, powder coated, and chrome, lip wheels on mine, it's all open. It's 5 spokes, but the rest of the wheel, the inside of the wheel is open, and it drives me crazy. And I can't stand it. So let's go over here to the S8, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is the back wheel of my S8, and as you can see, the 5 spokes, and if you look in there, you can see the rust on the inside hat of the rotor. The rotor itself is clean, obviously, but all of that rust shows through. And like I said, it just drives me crazy. We'll go over to the other side, and I'll show you what a rotor looks like with the wheel off. All right, so here we are on the front passenger side of the S8, and as you can see, look at the amount of rust that's on the inside of that rotor, and also out here on the fins. I'm really surprised that Audi didn't coat, with either powder coat or paint the inside of the rotors, but they didn't for whatever reason. And there's some aftermarket companies that make replacements, OEM replacements for the rotors where the inside is indeed painted. However, I plan on putting lightweight JHM slotted rotors on my car, and I won't be able to do that to the spring because they're kind of expensive. So right now, what I'm going to do is clean these up, break my wire brush out, clean these up, and then I am going to paint the inside, the hat of the rotors, so that this doesn't happen again. I was originally going to do it a silver, to kind of match the aluminum finish of the rotor itself. However, since my custom wheels, the summer wheels are black, I think that I'm going to go ahead and paint that black. I think it'll look nice up against the black wheels, the contrast. So if I don't like it, I'll just go through it again and hit it with the wire brushes and then paint it silver, but I think right now I'm going to paint it black. So let's walk over to the front driver's side. I'll show you what a rotor that's been cleaned up looks like right before it's painted. So here we are, the front driver's side, and this is what a rotor looks like after I cleaned it up. And that's, 20-30 minutes with the wire brush on my drill. And a couple of smaller wire brushes getting in all the crevices. And as you can see, I've cleaned up all that rust. And so I'm going to mask off just the rotor portion, even though you really don't have to be too concerned with it. I'm definitely going to cover up the calipers, but I'm going to mask off the part of the rotor where the brake pad comes into contact, and I'm going to leave like a little 1/16 of an inch space all the way around. Because if I get really, really close, you might be able to see that there's already a little line there that that's where there's space between the pad and the end of the rotor on the inside. So it will clean all of that up automatically. But I'm just gonna mask it off up to that point, get some paper, and then I've got some VHT caliper paint that's good to 900 degrees. I'll show you guys that. And I'm gonna hit it with that. You know, starting really, really light, probably do about 4 or 5 coats of it. Doesn't need to be thick, just enough so that, you know, everything is covered. We're protecting all the aluminum, and you know, we don't get any more rust on there. And it'll look really, really nice on the inside when you're looking through the wheels. So I'll come back, I'll show you guys what it looks like when I hit it with the first coats, and then the after effects, and I'll also show you the product that I picked up, and hopefully it all works well. All right, so before I get started, this is the product VHT caliper paint. It's good to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm not expecting that we'll have any problem, because those brakes will definitely heat up, especially the way I drive. So we'll give that a shot. I have 2 cans of this. I think it's enough to do the entire, all 4 rotors. Because again, you're really spraying it. You're starting off really, really light. You're gonna do about 4 coats, I would imagine. And we just wanna cover everything and make sure that we have nice, even coverage. And it should get, this is actually, it's not a gloss. It's in between a gloss and a matte. Maybe it's a semi-gloss, I'm not sure. It's not a matte finish, so it should look pretty good. But I'll come back to you guys after I get everything masked off and I hit it with the first coating, and we'll see what it looks like. So it's now Monday evening. I had to wait a day for everything to dry, and it was rainy yesterday and cold and cloudy and misty and just nasty. And so I didn't want to take the car out before the calipers, or I'm sorry. So it's Monday evening now. I waited a full 24 plus hours to try to let the rotor paint dry. Plus yesterday evening and afternoon was rainy, cold, cloudy, misty, just nasty out. The car is clean. I didn't want to take it out, get it messed up, have the caliper paint roll back or peel or anything like that. So I just gave it 24 hours, and how it turned out is amazing. Exactly what I was expecting. So here, you take a look for yourself, and you take a look. I'll post pictures of the before and after, and you tell me which ones look better. All you do is see polished rotor, and then the rotor hats are painted. Get a close up. There you go. Came out really good. I also washed and waxed the wheels pretty good, and I'm using the Meguiar's Endurance Tire Gel. That turned out real well. We'll see how it lasts. All 4 tires, if we go here to the back, see the same thing on the rear. You can see where actually it's wearing some of the residue paint over that was on the rotors, the actual stopping contact surface. So once I drive the car about 10 miles or so, that'll wear off. I literally just pulled out of my house and stopped to go pick up something from the store. But there she is. Turn it this way. It looks night and day different. It looks so much better without having the rust show through on the wheels. And here it is. It doesn't do it justice here. So I'm really happy with how it turned out.